First of all, I think our marriage broke so many protocols. One, the protocol of those formulas that have been put, that you have to go for first visit, second visit, third visit, ratio, blah, blah, all these things. And then you must have this amount of money so that you can have your wedding. No. People can stand and say, for us, like even in our church, somebody can stand and say, if Jesse and Lucy got married, then there's nothing which is impossible. Why? Because even the Friday when our wedding was on Saturday, Friday evening, I remember we sat down with my spiritual father and we were brainstorming. Now, where are we going to get the money? The wedding is tomorrow. And we sat there and we said, the wedding has to happen. So it doesn't matter whether you have millions or 100 shillings. If you have decided that this is what we are going to do, don't hear other voices. Stick to what God said. Stick to it. And you see, marriage is an event. Wedding is an event. Marriage is an institution. So wedding is an entry point to marriage. So you can spend $1 million in a wedding and have a broken marriage. Or you can choose and say, I'm going to do whatever I can, because it's about me and her. It's not you see, even the people we invite is courtesy. They're just coming to witness and celebrate with us, but they are not the key point, which means even if they are not there, as long as me and her are there and the pastor is there, we can be united in marriage and we are good to go. So we've got a lot of societal pressure on matters of marriage, and that's why you see most people don't want to get into more so this marriage of wedding. By the time you realize that you are going to have a wedding, you would have spent close to $1 million plus.
What I would inspire young women, young ladies, or even people out there is to start with, before you were born, God knew you. So he has a comprehensive story about your life. So before you are swayed away, because for me, the way I understand it is the parents were given jurisdiction over your life for you to bring you up, for you to accomplish what you're supposed to accomplish in life. But remember, they are not supposed to dictate everything about your life, you know. The much they can do is before you become of age that you can make your own decision. But the moment you start hearing God on yourself, then you have started on your own journey, you know. So what I would tell them is they need to understand and get back to God to understand the blueprint of each and everything that they do. The man they are going to marry, the life they are going to live, that is very much essential, because you can have so many things in life, but you will never have the peace that you're looking for. So for me, the best thing is get back to God, get to understand exactly what God wants you to do. Then the moment you realize that, start working on it. Don't listen to so many voices that are not necessary. I normally say will power, will peace, will everything that you want from inside you. Because you have everything that God wanted you to have is already inside you, you know. So it is just a matter of activation. Then remember, in cases of wedding and all that kind of stuff, this is a life. And I try to think God has not yet accomplished his desire in marriages, simply because there has been so many distractions. The families want this way, friends want this thing, you know, until you start deviating from exactly what God wants. There are so many people right now, they have had fancy weddings, good places to go for the honeymoon and all that kind of stuff. But later after that, even the marriage doesn't even go for 1 year, you get. So the main thing is that aspect of dealing with you as a person, you and God. Deal with yourself in regards to everything that needs to be dealt with. Then after that, then settle and enjoy life, because marriage is enjoyable and it was created to be enjoyable. It is not going to the honeymoon that makes the marriage enjoyable, you know, or having a big wedding, big cars, you know. But the peace in a marriage, that understanding bit of it, you can make a marriage to be a gold mine of everything. That the same thing that people are saying it's not working, others are enjoying and they are reaping much from it. So people need to understand and to just reap and get the best out, sip. Ama just nyonya everything that needs to be taken from a marriage by just understanding exactly what God wants, not just because people are doing weddings. Yeah.